Good afternoon, Renegade traders. Justin Thompson, founder of Renegade Trading Group. I just want to give you an update on what I see happening in the market right now. We've had a nice recent up move up to this. It's a supply level. If you looking to the left, this is an area of resistance or supply that the market's going to have a hard time getting through. So on top of that being there, it's also a 78.6 retracement for Fibonacci. So when we got to the 61.8, went slightly through it, had some trouble advancing around that area, came back to the 50%, tested the 61.8 again, and back to the 50%. So market basically went sideways for a month in this area. It's about a month long, mid-April through mid-May, before we started resuming the up move. And so it was spending time eating up all the supply, all the short sellers in this area, just eating up all those sell orders to the bulls could eventually take over and push it on. So here we are, most of the way recovered in the market from the lows. We're roughly 78.6% back to the high. This is probably going to be another area of trouble. So I would expect probably some more sideways movement like happened here. If it's not the where it's going to have a big fall from, this could be a big drop. It could be sideways movement, eat up the sell orders, and then push on up back to the highs. So what I don't see is a big up move in the next few days, like we've experienced the last few days, pushing up into this area. So once it broke, this is our 200-day simple moving average, this yellow goldish line there. So when it broke that line, I had my sights set on this line right here for the next target. And so here we are. So let's see what happens from here. This is the S&P futures that we spent the last few minutes looking at. Real quick, one more thing on this chart. That's my new trend line. So I've had to adjust this several times because it went under this candle and it broke, and it went under this candle and it broke. So now it's under this candle, from the low to under this candle. So we'll see what happens. But kind of interesting that the trend line right there also coincides with the moving average. So could definitely see a return back to the moving average, like happened right here on this candle. Went back and tested the moving average before going higher. So could easily see a 100-point drop in the S&P over the next few days. Take a quick look at the Dow. This is not the futures. This is the cash market, regular market that everyone looks at that don't know anything about futures. So here's your 200-day moving average, and it tested it yesterday and today. So it hasn't passed through. Still on the S&P, we're well above it. The Dow hasn't went through yet. We also have this area of supply or resistance over here to the left. Going to look at the S&P cash market. So we've looked at the futures. Let's look at the regular market. And I forgot to point it out on the Dow, but it's a doji candle for today, which can be a indication that a reversal is coming. This is a great doji candle. So would definitely expect something, some movement to the downside to start tomorrow. However, if it opens higher, maybe not. So the doji, after a doji candle, the direction usually continues in the direction of whichever way it opens up the next day. And so I'd have my eyes on that at 9:30 in the morning. You can use that for your trading. We'll go back and show you the doji candle on the Dow right quick. So it's not as flat as the S&P doji candle, but still kind of in the middle, wicks on each side, small body, so definitely qualifies as a doji candle, and again right here at the moving average. Now, one thing I have not done is look at the NASDAQ. So it has basically tested the all-time highs for the NASDAQ. This is on the futures. So 97.63 is the all-time high. We've been to around about 97.40-ish. So within 25 points of the all-time high. And so, of course, since this is where we had a big sell-off from, you could see that happening again. This level of supply or resistance, whatever term you use. We could adjust trend line. I hadn't updated it, so I had Fibonacci there. This is not really helpful anymore now that we've retested the highs. But you can see here, this one tested, when it tested the 78% retracement, it went back to the 61.8. Again, I think we're going to see the same thing on the S&P in the coming days. So that would be my update for today. My trading went really well this morning. I was done up a couple to about $2,000 by 9 o'clock. Shut it down for the day. So hope that you all are having success with it. Kind of waiting to see what's going to happen with my work. I'm also full-time active duty with the Army right now. I'm in the National Guard, but I'm doing an active duty tour. We've been working from home for quite some time. They're starting to talk about going back to work. I'm interested in starting a trade room. I think that would be a way that I could help a lot more people, a lot more help, a lot more people. So we'll see. I'll keep you posted on if I'm going to be able to do that. I've thought about. I usually trade between like 5 a.m. and 7 a.m. So even if I do go back to work, that could still be a possibility. If you're interested in participating in that, signing up for it, please leave me a comment below the video, down in the comments. Let me know if that's something you'd be interested in. I'd kind of like to gauge interest before I start it. And I think that's going to be all for me today. Let's say I hope everyone is doing well with your trading. Please like my video, subscribe to my channel, and share with all your friends. Best of trades to you.